I was watching a Mel Robbins podcast today, and one of the author of Psychology of Money, I forget his name, which is crazy because I remember reading that book and I was like, yo, this man is a freaking genius. But anyways, they was talking back and forth, and one of the things he said was people's happiness is in between their expectations and reality. And if you can just make it to where your expectations don't overseed everything to where you're constantly chasing it so you'll never be happy, you'll meet that happiness in the middle between, like I said, between reality and your expectations. And he broke it down in a way, it's like, it's not that you can't dream, it's not that you can't go after the things you want, but have some kind of levels to it. Because he talked about how he made his first $1,000 and he was happy, and he was like, oh well, let me make 10. Okay, well, he made 10 and he wasn't happy, and then he was like, okay, maybe it's in 100,000, and he was like, the thing is, every time I hit my goalpost moved 10 more steps. And there's nothing wrong with that. He said that's what you want in life, but you can't let it bring you to a point where you're never happy and you're just constantly chasing, and you start to close your eyes to everything else around you, because that's how you have billionaires that, do take drastic measures into their own hands. And it's like, it's crazy because you can meet a poor person and they'll be happy and they'll be content. And he was like, it's one thing to be comfortable, but it's another thing to be content. And, like I told y'all, it would be so crazy when I hear certain podcasts and it's like, dang, I already made a video about that many weeks, months ago. But it's just, everything always comes full circle whenever it comes to those kind of things, because everything that man was saying is so true. It's so good to have expectations. It's so good to have goals, but you cannot have them in a sense where you just, all you're doing is chasing, and you're not even happy with anything that you got going on in your life. At a certain point in time, you're going to have to stop and smell the roses and just be like, okay, yes, thank you, God, for everything that you have provided for me. Like, yes, I'm still diligently chasing after this dream, but I'm so grateful for everything that I have. And, it just spoke levels to me, because y'all already know how I get. Like, at the end of the day, no matter what, I'm going to become a consistently profitable trader. Like, I mean, I'm trying to do the dash with this one. And that podcast today kind of just brought me back down to reality, not saying that my dreams and goals are way out the water, but it's like, I still have to be content with everything that I got going on right now, so I can get there. And I can, whenever I do get there, I'm happy. Everything makes sense. All the time that I put in for everything makes sense. Like, everything happened for a reason. Yeah, it was just really mind blowing. Sorry, I thought the woman was calling me, but she was not. Yeah, just you have to find that happy median. And I get up here and I harp about the job holding me for so long. This, I just got home. It's what, 8:18. That it wasn't a bad day at all, but it's like, I'm doing it so I can fuel my dream. I'm doing it so I can get to the next level with everything I got, and I'm cool with that. I'm content with that. And I just, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna have goals and aspirations, but I will never let it take me to a point where I'm defeating. I'm conquering one goal, and it's like, okay, look around, what's next? And I feel like it's so contradicting with me saying that, because yes, that's true, yes, that's what you do, but it doesn't come to a point where it's like you reach the goal that you've been striving for years, and now you're miserable because you look around and Jim, Sally, Bob, and Joe already done conquered a whole nother mountain. Okay, that don't have nothing to do with you. You on the path, you on your journey for a specific time and a specific reason. Like, do what you need to do. Don't worry about what everybody else got going on. That was another thing he was talking about. Whenever it comes to us as humans and our expectations, you're not supposed to base your expectations off of somebody else's success, off of somebody else's growth, because where you see success, they might see failure, or you don't know what that person had to go through to get what they needed to get to. So it all just ties back into one, and it just makes so much sense, because we have so many big dreams and aspirations and so many big expectations. Like, I expected my life to look like this, and this by now, and it doesn't. So now I'm a failure. No, that's not true. You may feel like you getting left behind, but that's not true. Like, especially if you're diligently working towards something, yeah, you're going to have times where it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but you can't say that you're a failure. But because you're trying and because you haven't got there yet, that doesn't make you a failure. That makes you actively trying to reach your goals, trying to achieve your goals. Why would you say that you're a dreamer and you're chasing your dream? Why would you call yourself a failure? Why would you say, oh man, you know, you want to be disappointed in yourself because you're not here? You know, what do I need to bring the cup out again? Because I will. Okay, I'm 31. I was supposed to be a millionaire by 30. Did it happen? No, but I'm still actively trying to reach my goals, and it's like in every single way that I can, I'm putting my foot in the pot, and it's like I'm going to get there eventually. But I'll be ashamed to say that I'm not proud of myself, that I'm not happy with the things that I've accomplished. And yeah, to maybe to some of y'all, maybe not some of y'all, but you know, to some people it's like, oh well, you haven't done anything, you haven't accomplished anything, you're still at that job. You know, it's like, okay, but take a look deeper into everything that I got going on and understand that, yeah, I'm actually way further than what I'm not going to say I'm way further than what I thought I would be, but I'm way further than what it was once it really clicked and it came to me that trading is not going to be an overnight thing. And at the end of the day, who cares? Nobody cares as much as yourself. And whatever you got going on, nobody cares that much. Like we do all these things to impress other people, to say, oh, I accomplished this, oh, I did that, oh, y'all look at me. But it's like, people do not care as much as you think they care. I promise you that. I know I done talked about that on this channel before. Like, everybody is their own main character in their life. It's like, people might talk about you for a moment or whatever, but as you get older, you realize they talking about you based on their own shortcomings. So they're really only talking about themselves. And it is what it is, you know. That's unfortunate and it sucks. And you know, when you're younger, that kind of stuff really weigh on you, because you know you want to be friends with everybody, you want everybody to like you. But newsflash, sweetheart, I'm telling you, everybody does not care as much as you think they do. They really don't, because they're too busy worried about what they got going on. So stop trying to base your adorations and your blessings and all your expectations and your goals based off other people because you want to seem some type of way. Base it off of what you're trying to do for you and your family. Base it off of, oh, I'm trying to make sure that I break all generational curses. I'm trying to make sure the generations behind me come up. I'm trying to make sure that my friends and my family and my cousins and them can see, like, right here, right now, in this time, you can actively do something to change your life. What is your definition of success? It doesn't have to be, oh, I want to be a billionaire, driving a Bugatti, taking private jets from here to there. You know, yeah, some people that might be their success, but you know, to a lot of us, it's just, I want to make sure that my family's good. I want to make sure that I have enough money to take care of any kind of emergency, that we're comfortable, that I don't have to work for anybody else, that my time is my time. And yeah, I'm able to take my family places that we really want to go, and I'm able to just see the world whenever I want, just do whatever I want to. What is your definition of success? You know, it's based off of you, just like your expectations is based off of you. Don't base it off anybody else. Don't base it off of the stuff you see on social media, like anywhere, the stuff you see on TV. And it's like, it's so force fed down our throats nowadays. It's just getting ridiculous, because you can't look anywhere and just feel like, oh, I'm way behind. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. And that sucks to feel like that, but at the end of the day, you have to really understand that you are right where you need to be. So, I don't know. I thought that podcast really hit hard. You know, I didn't get to finish it. I probably got like, let me see how much more I got left. It's a really good podcast. I got about, nope, because I had to rewind it so I can make sure I told y'all what he said. I got about 45 minutes of this left. It's really good. It was a month ago. The best financial advice you'll ever need. Mel Robbins. Like, I love listening to stuff like that, because it feeds my mind, feeds my mental, and it just helps me to stay on track. Like, it's a really good podcast. Y'all should definitely go check it out, especially if y'all on this channel, y'all know how we like to give ourselves brain food. So, but yeah, that's really all I got for y'all, man. You know, don't feel like you're left behind, because you're right where you need to be. You know, like that man said, and I probably butchered that quote, but he said something along those lines of, because I couldn't even find it whenever I went to go back and look for it, but I know it was really good, because he said, like, right at the start, Happiness is right in between your reality and your expectations. Do not let those expectations take you so far from reality that you're just miserable and then you don't even want to chase your dreams. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Like I said, I just got home, went on ahead to walk Ace, went on to make y'all the video. I'm about to go change, shower, eat, spend time with the family. That's all I got for y'all. Troop, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all for coming back. Thank y'all for always rocking with the girl. Go ahead and hit that sub button if you're not subbed up. If you are a part of the family, I really do appreciate you. I thank you. Go ahead and hit that like button. That's all I got, man. I hope you have a blessed night, day, week, month, years, 2025. What time be allowed, what time to thrive and strive for greatness. Y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all tomorrow. It's your girl TP Tab. I'm out.